Hey, I'm Scotty Rock.
And I'm Nate Danger. We're rocking danger.
Let's give her, bud.
Living it all the way. Time to fly, hit the sky like a motherfucker pushing the day.
Okay, what are we going to talk about?
Today we're going to talk about Ace Frehley, 10,000 volts. First impressions.
Ace Frehley. First off, my favorite guitar player of all time. His new album, I was super excited about. I think it's had the most hype of any album
Yeah.
that he's had come out. And for me, I'm going to say this is almost my perfect Ace Frehley album.
100%, man. I think front to back, it's a solid album. The songs are all great. The riffs are all fantastic. But
Start track by track. Opening track, 10,000 volts.
Hit me like 10,000 volts. When I saw her face.
What do you think?
just a big meaty riff there, you know? It's just like classic Ace Frehley. I like it. I like the sound of his voice. I like the production. First impressions were, you know, good.
The production, I think, is phenomenal. The drums sound amazing. The playing sounds awesome. I don't know how much Ace Frehley actually played on this album, but I think it's a phenomenal rock record. I think 10,000 Volts is probably one of the strongest opening tracks of any of his albums that he's ever
Easily.
released.
Yeah, by far. I like the updated production sound. Steve Brown from Trickster,
Wow.
the guitar player from Trickster,
Awesome.
Had a couple hits back in the day. I was stoked to see that he participated in this album.
This album made me want to go back and listen to more Trickster. The songs that he helped co-write on here are, I'd say, some of the best, most catchy
100%.
rock songs that I've heard in a long time.
It's definitely strong songcraft. So I went back and listened to like the back catalog,
Yeah.
and all the riffs are still there and still his voice, but the songs weren't as good. They could have been better. you
Yeah.
know? So I think he really went over the songwriting aspect.
This was, I would say, the first Ace Frehley album that I actually downloaded, listened to consistently. It became one of my favorite albums.
Yep.
I've never bought anything else in his catalog other than the 1978 release. So
Oh, really? This is the first album that I've listened to that really grew on me. The first couple listens, I'm like, oh, it's pretty good, you know. And some songs are not as good. And then as I got into it, the songs I initially didn't like jump to right away. It really started to grow on me. And then finally, I'm like listening to my favorite songs. And then some of those middle songs, I'm like, oh man, where did this riff come from? This song is great.
Oh, absolutely. Name a song on the album, grew on you, and now is one of your favorites.
Definitely Cosmic Heart.
Oh, yes.
I know, right?
Third track
That's
on the
good,
album, track 3,
too. Yeah.
love it.
And Cherry Medicine took a bit to grow on me too, but I like the way he sang it, so it just like got in my head a bit.
That's probably one of the catchiest choruses.
Yeah.
Now, maybe borrowed a little hard from Oasis,
A bit of a similarity between an Oasis tune,
Supersonic.
Supersonic.
It's my friend said to take you home. Sits in a car alone. Cherry medicine, you heal my every need and song. You got me cherry medicine.
The whole chorus progression is basically Cherry Medicine.
One of my favorite songs on this album, for sure, would be "Fighting for Life."
Fighting for life.
Oh man.
Johnny dropped out when he turned 16. Couldn't stand the rules, didn't wanna believe. Packed up his bag, grabbed the guitar, he's gone.
Man, that's a great tune, man.
Solid track,
Yep.
super fun. Sounds like it came out of a 1980s kung fu movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone's
Except
getting,
that fight scene.
it's like the
actually-
turnaround when the underdog is coming back. That's what it feels like to me. This is the one track, and I've talked to you in the past, and I said, I don't think Ace Frehley played a single guitar note on this whole song.
True. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
He didn't play the solo. I'm sure it's Steve Brown. You can tell the solos that Ace plays on this album because I'd say they're a little sloppier.
Yeah.
Ace is he's getting older. How old is Ace?
73, man.
73?
That's old.
Yeah. It's okay. It doesn't matter if he's getting a little sloppy, right? He's
No,
still
no,
the
he's always-
space Ace. He's still like,
But you know when it's not him playing because it doesn't sound like his.
doesn't sound like it.
Yeah. And there's a lot of parts too, which on the internet, everyone's like, did he play? Did he not play? But
Who cares?
Half the Kiss
It's
stuff.
Ace Frehley.
In a way, hey. You know, I just thought like good for him, man. 73 years old, puts out a banger of an album front to back. It's a solid listen. Like you can tell when people review it and they're kind of unfavorable to some songs. You can tell they just
Yeah.
listened to it a handful of times. But we've crushed it like I don't know about you, but
Oh,
at least 30 times for me, man.
at
front to
least
back.
it doesn't leave my playlist.
No.
Absolutely, every song. There's not a song I skip. I think one of the strongest releases that I've heard front to back this year.
From anyone, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was impressed. The one song I didn't like dig. Hey, what's the one song for you?
That I didn't dig.
Yeah.
I dig all the songs.
I like all the songs, but I thought Constantly Cute was like lyrically a little weak.
Okay, I get why people are saying they're definitely giving him a hard time for Constantly Cute.
Yeah.
The lyrics, a little cringeworthy,
Yeah.
right? The song, if you pull the lyrics aside, the melodic structure, the guitar,
Mhm.
the riffs, the song, I think is
It's solid.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
So that's a saving sort of part for me. Like lyrics aside,
cheesy.
Yeah, lyrics
cheesy.
are cheesy.
But Ace's
Songs
lyrics
are-
always,
He's
they're
always
always cheesy.
Well, he's from Kiss, right? So
Well, I don't know about that. Kiss, I would say, is some of the best lyrics ever. But Ace always hasn't, he's always he's rhymed things like a child would rhyme in a
Yeah.
nursery rhyme, right? So supposedly his wife came up with the Constantly Cute reference.
Oh yeah,
And
it's a reference
so
to-
whatever, he wrote a song and
For his
chose
wife,
to put his
yeah.
wife in it. What about Blinded?
Oh man, okay, so he's getting a little flack for the a cappella intro,
Yes.
but that song rips, man. And
Oh.
like the "Blinded by Science" line, I like that because it's like him back to his space mode, and I really like that.
But maybe
song.
because we grew up in the 80s, we love that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah,
anyway.
yeah, probably sci-fi.
It's one of my favorite songs. I do think that they probably could have cut out the acapella intro. It wouldn't hurt the song at all. I don't think that really enhances the song or makes it any better.
Better no.
So you could take it out, just start direct in with that great guitar riff, and I think that would have made the song slightly better. That would be
100%.
that's my only real critique of the album. One of the strongest tracks on the album.
They're up in the sky. Girl, I know what I saw. You can't trust the news. Can't trust the law.
Talking about don't trust the government, don't trust authority, right? The space people are out there.
Ace is loose, you know what I mean? He's shooting off his agenda.
Great song, lots of high energy, great way to get close to the end of the album, and then
What's that? What's
comes
that?
the instrumental.
Instrumental.
Stratosphere. I don't know if he played on it. I don't know. Did he?
Did he play on it?
Some of it.
He sang on the whole thing. We know that much.
Sang on the whole thing.
And
A1.
yeah, man.
I think his voice sounds pretty
At
good.
the end of the day, the songs are just really great.
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah. Heavy guitar rock, great tunes.
It's what we love.
That's what we love, man, for sure. That's probably why we love it so much, hey?
I think it's solid. If I'm gonna rank this album out of 10, 10 being the absolute best, I'm gonna give this an 8.7.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say a solid 9 for me.
Solid album. If you haven't heard it, go listen to it.
Living it all the way. Time to fly, hit the sky like a motherfucker.
Right?
Yeah.
Foxy and Free
Foxy and Free.
off of Anomaly. That's when I went back because I hadn't heard that album either. I went back, checked it out. Strong, solid first track. Second track's okay. Then the album kind of just fell apart for me. And I guess that's why I haven't owned any Ace Frehley albums in the past. I don't know.